Okay, fantastic. I'm going to speak in English to start off with, and then we'll see how it goes as we progress. It really depends on a few different factors, whether I switch to Danish or not. But I'm probably going to speak Danish a great percentage of this live stream, titled, let me see if I can find the title. Sometimes I don't write it down, even though I should. But I believe the title is, by the way, I'm going to find the title. And I'm actually also going to release this entire live stream, okay? Danish Mastery Method, Ask Me Anything is the title. And as the title suggests, this video, this 1 hour live, I'm going to be live from 7 to 8 p.m. And for this 1 hour, you can ask a language coach, aka me. I like to say it like that, ask a language coach, even though I mean myself. It's about the energy, really. It's an energy thing, okay? Ask a language coach anything about his course, Danish Mastery Program, okay? And let me know in the comments here that you're here first and foremost. Just make a little emoji, like a happy emoji in the comments, and then I can see that you're there before I go any further. Or actually, I'm going to speak a bit more. I'm going to expand, but let me know that you're here by putting a little smiley in the chat, okay? So, as I said, I'm going to broadcast this live stream, extremely crucial live stream, by the way, because you get to ask me anything regarding my questions you might have to my program, Danish Mastery Program. And sometimes I say Danish Mastery Method, but that is the method that I use on my Danish Mastery Program. That's the name of the program. The method is the Danish Mastery Method. Sometimes I confuse those two. I'm human as well. I make a lot of mistakes. Trust me, all the time, okay? Sprogbøffer, even pronouncing words very incorrectly. Sprogbøf in Danish, when you pronounce a word very incorrectly, okay? Sprogbøf. That's a funny little quirky word. Here you go. So let me know that you're here in the chat. So I'm going to just start because I'm going to release this video after it's done, okay? So as soon as I get questions, ask me anything about my course, my program. I will, of course, answer those. I want to start off by giving you a little insight into what's possible working with me as your Danish language coach and expert. And I very often use my second student. I've had 7 students, and my second student had by far the most remarkable results. And let me know that you're here in the chat. Make a happy smiley. I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna post this video. This man came to me in February of 2024. I just created Danish with Sebastian. And this guy came to me saying, Sebastian, I saw your video about, I can't remember, I did a video that caught his attention, okay? And I booked this meeting with you, this call with you, because I want to be able to sound more Danish. I want to speak, simply, I want to speak like a Danish person speaks. This guy realized that he doesn't really sound like a Danish person at this time, okay? And that's why he reaches out to me. And I'm talking to this guy on this call on Zoom. I'm having all my calls, conversations on Zoom, okay? And I presented to him after listening and taking in his frustrations and his sticking points and what's holding him back from getting to his goal. He's here, this is his goal. What is holding him back from going to his goal? Okay. And I very quickly realized, I think, I can help this guy make the transformation he's looking for 100%. And so after about 15-20 minutes of talking to this guy on Zoom, we make a decision together to work towards his goals in unison together on my plan, Danish Mastery Method, which is a method that I have actually developed for the last 1-2 years of having a lot of internationals as friends personally in my personal life, but also helping 7 of the most high achieving and very ambitious internationals in Denmark master Danish on my program. And I help with fluency, I help with Danish, I help with pronunciation, passing the PD3 test, sounding more Danish. Basically, my pillars are I help my students or my clients to master Danish pronunciation, to speak Danish fluently and with ease, and number 3, to be able to write at a very high level where you can express yourself freely through writing as well in Danish. So language comprehension mastery, speech mastery in terms of speaking with ease and fluently, and then also you could call it writing mastery. Those are the pillars of Danish Mastery Method, what I do in Danish Mastery Method, okay? And now I call it Danish Mastery Method, but on my YouTube it's still Danish with Sebastian, which is my former brand. My brand is now called Danish Mastery Method because it's far more the thing that I want to point to than Danish with a person. It's about the Danish mastery that I facilitate on my program, okay? I can see we are a lot more here now, so let me know that you're here. Please don't be shy. Let me be the first to make a little smiley, okay? And then I want you to, if nothing else, just make a little smiley to let me see that you're here. I don't bite. I promise I don't bite. And I love when you actually just show that you're here. So let me know that you're here by putting in a little smiley, okay? Very good. So this guy, yeah, I think 15-20 minutes in, this guy says, Sebastian, what is the cost and how can I get started immediately? And this was the beginning of Danish Mastery Method, or at that time, also on my YouTube. Now I'm going to change the name, by the way. Danish with Sebastian. Because this guy, he pulled the trigger and got into my program, made the transformation he wanted to in 15 minutes. And these are the people that I help make the most incredible transformations. Because if you feel when you're on a call with me, a language learning expert, a language coach like me, teaching Danish, of course, if you can feel that I can get you from where you want to be, struggling with XYZ problem, in terms of your Danish, of course, caused by your Danish, you want to get here and you can feel and see on my presentation, my course, it's about X, Y, and Z. It's in alignment with your goal. If you can see that, you can feel that I'm a good guy. I am extremely passionate about helping you fix your XYZ problems and get to this goal of speaking Danish with ease and fluency and confidence, which is the overall goal for everybody, kind of summed up. Want to speak Danish with ease and confidence and fluently, okay? If you can feel that in 15 minutes and you can make a decision to say, how much is it and how can I pay you so we can get started? That's so powerful. And this is the reason this guy, he made an insane transformation in just 90 days. Definitely. It's 100% certain. No doubt in my mind. Absolutely zero. So this guy, he was actually able to, speaking of this guy, and I always speak about this guy, and I don't want to mention his name because I'm also under light GDPR. So I cannot really talk about names, and I respect privacy, so I don't, of course. I'm a decent human being. So this guy, I want to share with you what happened to him at this festival, okay? That I can share that with you because it's definitely something that he would really appreciate that I shared to inspire you potentially. This guy was at a festival about 40, 45, 50 days in, 40, 50 days, something like that, into the program. This guy was at this festival that he really enjoyed going to. Maybe you like going to pop festivals or jazz festivals, I don't know, but you probably like a type of music just like this guy. And he loves this type of music. He goes to this festival and he sees a person, okay, who comes up to him. He approaches him. It's a man as well. And he goes up and he says his name. Are you by any chance, and listen to this, okay? This is an extremely important. Are you by any chance Danish? Like, do you come from Denmark? And he, of course, he had to say no. I'm not Danish. But this was his level of Danish in 40, 45 days. Working with a coach who are extremely, extremely disciplined and passionate about sharing his method that helps people master Danish in 90 days. So this guy is so good after 45 days that someone comes up to him asking him, are you Danish? And that's why I am going to change my name to Danish Mastery Method. I hope it makes sense now. And this is the reason why I do it. This one experience with this one man, this one client, okay? Student, client. Yeah. So that's why. I'm gonna get some water. And please don't hesitate if you're here to just write something in the chat if you have any questions. Please don't hold back. Just you can put them in the chat and I'll check it out. See if I can answer. Welcome, Elsam. Welcome everybody new here on the live stream. Let me know also if you do me a favor, okay? Let me know if the sound is okay. Because I don't know, sometimes I have like issues with my sound. It's not going, in, is that what you call it? It's not really going out very well. I think you get what I'm saying, right? The output is not really too good. So let me know if my sound is okay. Just do a little thumbs up if you're a bit like shy. Just do like a quick thumbs up. It's okay. And I'm just gonna see if I can, see if I can get that smiley by just showing you that I'm a super down-to-earth guy who just wants to help you master Danish and overcome your problems. So let me talk a bit more about why Danish Mastery Method was even founded. Why am I so passionate about helping potentially you master Danish so that you can get more freedom in your life, you can feel more empowered, you can get more confidence in yourself, you can get more Danish friends. Let me tell you why that's so important to me. Because there's always a reason for someone to do what he loves. A hobby. Someone plays football, someone plays handball, someone draws it up. There's a reason for it. And I've realized that the reason that I'm that I really want to, I'm actually helping people with this thing, learning Danish, mastering Danish, is that it's really twofold. So the first factor, you can see my finger, very good. The first factor is that I have a big love. I have a big love of languages. A big love of languages, and that's the kind of like the half of the reason why I'm so passionate about helping you learn Danish. I have a love of languages myself. It's my hobby, you might say, if you would. My love of languages, and on the other hand, my fascination, and how should I phrase it? My fascination and my deep felt sympathy and natural inclination. Maybe that's a bit too, it doesn't need to sound as much. I have a feeling towards internationals living in Denmark. I don't want them to feel alone, okay? I don't want you as an international in Denmark to feel alone, because I know how that feels. And I've lived in Italy, and I'm living in Spain now. I'm just on vacation in Denmark. I'm on a Christmas break to celebrate with my family. Christmas. I'm just a regular guy. Just a regular guy. Found a system on how to help people master Danish in 90 days. So I live in Spain, close to Malaga, south of Spain, close to North Africa, and my love of languages is the first reason I help people master Danish. And the second reason is that I really have a deep felt desire to help people, a call, you might call it, to help internationals in Denmark not feel so alone, feel empowered, and and help them live a better life. Okay? Let me know if that makes sense, if you are ready to go into the chat. If not, then I'm also extremely happy to share this video, but I have a feeling that someone is definitely gonna make the smiley that I talked about, especially after seeing that I'm just super down to earth. And I even felt extremely nervous the first time I hit record on this, this thing called a webcam. I was super nervous. Like, I was thinking, what if he thinks this? And what if my brother, he sees the stream? And what if my sister, she sees the stream and she, and it's really just important to relax, I think. And yeah, I'm not that scary. At least I don't think so. But I really like a challenge. And when I say I'm live from 7 to 8 p.m., of course, I'm going to be live from 7 to 8 p.m. So let's see, what did we cover? Number one, we covered the theme of my second student, and why I now have my brand, Communicate Danish Mastery Method, and I'm gonna change the name on YouTube very soon as well. Even though I love this like personal Danish with Sebastian vibe, that's not where my vision lies. That's not fair to you, because my vision is a lot more serious and a lot more professional than just doing what everybody else does, calling them Danish with Anne, Danish with Sebastian, Danish with Brian, whatever it may be. Okay, so that's the reason in terms of that. And that was number one. Now I talked about what motivates me. Why am I even helping you potentially, okay, mastering, and why do I help you potentially to master Danish in 3 months on my program, Danish Mastery program? Number one, I have a love of languages. Number two, I have a deep-felt desire to help internationals feel less lonely, feel more empowered, and live their best life of freedom here in Denmark, speaking Danish with ease and confidence. Those are the two reasons. And now I want to cover a third topic, because I cannot just let the camera roll and then me saying nothing, of course. But it has to be relevant to you. It's very important for me right now to feel kind of like what would be very, very value inducing to you. And I think nothing pops up right now. So I'm just gonna sit here looking like an idiot here while I browse ideas. And this is why I just post this, because I want to show you that I'm a very, very just a person who goes with the flow. And that's a part of the brand Danish Mastery Method as well, because I'm just a human being like you, and that's reflected in my professional agency in Danish Mastery Method. In a way, of course, not all parts of it, but in a way, in the essence of Danish Mastery Method is someone who is like me, a bit. I just do things, take it as it comes. Now I stare into the air and trying to think what would be very relevant third topic to cover. And I'm not going to edit this video. I'm just going to make sure I look like an idiot, because I just want to show how I can be super authentic and be very relaxed. And that's just how I am. And if I can change one person's life, because you actually think when you see this video, wow, this guy, he's just the person I would love to facilitate the change that he does, would help this guy for me to be the one to really drive this transformation of overcoming my Danish language obstacles, so I can live a more fulfilled, happy life with more options, more opportunities, job opportunities. I can teach my kids. I always talk about the 1,500 different reasons to actually master the language, and that's my mission, to dig deep, using my Spanish language quest as inspiration to answer the question, why is it absolutely necessary for you to master the language in which why is it absolutely necessary for you to master the language of the country you reside in, and you live in? And I can find at least probably 1,000 reasons, but it's my job, my responsibility as a professional language coach to get these reasons to the surface and then show them to you, and kind of taking your life and showing, okay, this is why it's so important. And you can always find the 4 or 5, fundamental ones, like you can get a way better job, especially when we talk about dentists and what's it called? Doctors and dentists. They need to pass PD3, for example, to work as a dentist or a doctor, because it's very, very crucial work. It's very life saving work. or at least a doctor. I don't know about a dentist, but it's very important positions. Okay, very important jobs, very important fields in terms of you have to be able to speak Danish with ease. And the fluency has to be very high. But I can find many other reasons. But it's because I've seen how your life, my life, and other people's life have been very miserable, or at least very sad and lonely because they couldn't speak the language. And if you're sad and lonely, you cannot help your kids learn Danish. You cannot get your dream job. You don't have any Danish friends. Or if you're in Spain and you don't speak Spanish, you don't have any Spanish friends because you can communicate in English with many Spanish people. I didn't know if you knew that, but you cannot. So you have to learn the language. Feeling safe. Like, if you don't speak the language, how can you actually talk to a police officer? Like, I could go on about why it's absolutely crucial to see in your own life, have an experience where you see, wow, that's a wake-up call. I need to learn Danish for this and that reason. And for you, it may just be the 3, 4, 5, reasons that I just listed to get your dream job, to get a very so like an education, a more like a job where you need a longer education. Okay, so for example, dentist or engineer or a doctor, for example, right? And then it's good. You have to have fluency in able to be to actually be able to go out and get to know Danish people and get Danish friends and really open up their hearts. You need to be able to beherske sproget, to really master the language and speak with confidence at least. And then we talk about this thing about feeling empowered to be able to teach your kids Danish, to even be able to understand your kids, the friends of your kids, when they're at your home, when they're over a Saturday night and they speak to you in Danish, and instead of saying, can you slow down? You understand everything they say. Like, imagine how empowering that would feel. Like, if I was in Spain and I had children and I couldn't even speak to my children's friends, I would feel very, lost. And that's probably the third reason. Fourth reason could be something like, PD3, like if you don't actually pass the test, you cannot reside permanently in Denmark. So if you just want to reside, I think 2-3 years, definitely you can reside that. Over 80 years, you need to pass this test. So potentially you will actually be thrown out. You'll be exiled. Maybe that's a bit like over the top dramatic, but exile, you will actually be deported in a sense, maybe you could even say. It's not wrong, because if you can't get a job, what happens in most cases is the person goes back to his or her home country because it's easier to get a job there, right? That was 4 or 5 reasons. Everybody can relate to one of those 4 or 5 reasons and can find value in one of those 4 or 5 reasons. Otherwise, let me know, because then I think you must be then I suppose I take you for like an alien or something then in that case, because that would be very interesting. If you couldn't see any value, then why it's important. All right, I'm so sorry I haven't seen Huao checking in. And Huao, just let me know if you're still here, because I have been used to not too many doing the smiley, so I was just going on and I didn't really see. I apologize, of course. Let me know if you're still here, because I actually have a question for you. A very crucial question since you're here. Jeg drikker vand. I, subject. Jeg drikker vand. Drikker being the verb, at drikke, to drink. Vand being Yeah, a noun. A water. Or water in general. Oh, I will put it in the chat. Because I believe that you are able to also see during replay. And I know that many thousands of people are going to watch, just like you, are going to watch the replay. So you get this gift as well. Here you go. Jeg drikker vand, which means I'm drinking water, or I drink water, but I'm drinking because it's something happening right now and not just in general in your life. Or that's also the case. Let me see. Yes. Okay, you're still here. So, wow. This remains the Brazilian movie. Let me know what you mean by that. That's a new one. So, wow. Why are you here right now? Why? Very simple question. Why are you here right now? What is your motivation to be here right now? There's always a motivation, I believe. Maybe it's a bit too close to webcam. I saw a video about it's best to be about 2 meters of distance when you don't really know each other. So I think this might be more appropriate. I could be wrong. Let's try it out. All right, let's see. All right. Like to learn about the languages. That makes sense. So help me understand if you are like me, who is someone who just love languages, or if you are here because there's something in you that sees learning Danish could be and make that transformation to master Danish and get fluent, all these things would help you in like your professional and personal life because you live in Denmark, perhaps. Which one of those two is more describing your situation? Number one, learning for fun, because it's fun to learn languages. Number two, it's relevant for you in your personal and professional life. You live in Denmark. As soon as I know that, I will know the direction we can go from here the next 26 minutes. That will give more value to you, okay? Okay, so personal life. Okay, so just so I understand 100%, what could give you lots of value right now, the last 24 minutes of this stream? Are you living in Denmark right now? Do you live in Denmark? Are you living in Denmark? We can use the gerund living, or we can just say, do you live in Denmark, of course. That's very crucial information to point me A or B, which will give you most value the next 24 minutes. And it's all about value on my live stream. Let me just think what I actually asked you, because I asked you 2 or 3 different questions, and sometimes my mind gets too focused, so I forget things very quickly. So I asked you whether you are learning for fun or for your professional life. And I asked you if you were living in Denmark, and you didn't let me know yet, at least. And that's something that I need to know in terms of, giving you the most value. But it's of course only if you live in Denmark, so that's why I ask you. Danish for curiosity is noted, but do you live in Denmark was the question. It's interesting, I can find this Danish flag in the emojis. And of course, it's not only one person here. We are 3 people, 4 people, me included, if we include myself. We are 4 people here, and let's make it a little team effort, okay? So if you just make a little smiley in the chat, I can see that you're here. And if that would be the only thing you do tonight, then please just make a little smiley, okay? I think everybody can make a smiley if we just want to. And that makes me show that kind of shows me that you're listening to what I'm saying. And it's very important to, that you're at least listening if you want to get some value out of what I'm saying in this live stream. So just make a little smiley. I made a smiley as well. And we even have someone here as well who are engaging with us right now, with me, and with Danish Mastery Method. And I'm trying to see where to go with this. All right. Okay. Ah, okay. So you don't live in Denmark, but you live in Brazil. Very, very, very crucial information in terms of what value can I give now? What would make sense to you in your case? That's why I ask. And in Brazil, so what are you when you actually started following my YouTube channel, right? What were you looking to do in terms of making a transformation? Like you pressing that button on my YouTube channel, by the way, there was like a fly. You pressing that button on my YouTube channel saying subscribe, what was the intended idea? What was the transformation you were looking to achieve? Some people, they learn Danish, but there's a transformation. Let's say you want to have more fun. The transformation is I want to be able to talk to my Danish friends so that I can have more fun and I can enjoy the Danish language. What kind of transformation were you looking for when you press subscribe? You say curiosity, but if you have to put some more like words to what kind of curiosity, what does that curiosity look like? Very deep questions. I'm very analytical sometimes to find out, okay, where can I provide most value for this person? That's a very good reason. Because if you say to me in a moment, wow, that I want to learn Danish because I'm curious, because there's this girl I like, and I want to surprise her with some Danish phrases. Aha! Now I have something I can give to you in value, because now I can say you can watch this, you can do this, and you can practice XYZ phrase, and you pronounce it like this and this. And I have this video for you, you can watch how to do XYZ so that you can surprise her. Ah, now I know more about what transformation you're looking to make. So there's a reason I ask you this question. Just a moment. This chair sometimes not too comfortable to sit on this chair. Right. Very good. And yeah, we talked about earlier on the stream with everybody being online at that time and on the stream at this point, at this time, we talked about how to say jeg drikker vand. I'm drinking water. Jeg drikker vand. And we can also, for your sake as well, jeg hedder Sebastian. Jeg, me, I, subject, pronoun I, first person, singular. Jeg hedder Sebastian. My name is Sebastian. So you can actually practice presenting yourself. Jeg hedder, and then in your case you would say, is your name Joao? If that's your name, you would say that. Jeg hedder, and then your name, and you have a foundation. And if I were you, especially learning Danish for curiosity, until you give me more insight into what exactly why are you curious about learning Danish? If you want to share, of course, that's up to you. I will point you in the right directions to actually achieve that goal, achieve that transformation. So, jeg hedder, and then your name. Jeg er, and then years old. would be in my case. Jeg er 28 år gammel. Eller, if you speak, in a normal pace Danish conversation with a Danish friend, jeg er 28 år gammel. Jeg er, I am, 28, 8 is 8, 2 is 20, år gammel. I did a video as well on the Danish numbers. Check it out. We do like a little quiz while learning Danish numbers. It has helped hundreds of people learn the Danish numbers. Don't miss it, okay? It's on my YouTube if you want to learn the Danish numbers, that is. Yeah, definitely. That makes great sense. You want to learn more about the language, of course. You have some kind of like interest, I suppose. Then, so what exactly would you find valuable about knowing about the language? Just so I can see if I have a video covering it, or if I can give you some insight right now. I hope it's better with the distance as well. I don't want to be too much close. I don't want to be too overwhelming. I think maybe if this is better for you, that's great. And I hope you can actually hear me as well, as very important. So let me just know super quickly about the level of volume. Is it good? Can you hear me when I'm this far back? Or is it better for me to be close in terms of the sound? Okay. Give me an idea, please, just so I can adjust it to you, make it easier for you to understand what I'm saying. Yeah, okay. Okay, to learn more about the language. So you're just someone who wants to learn more about the language, and that's it. Would that be fair? Maybe stumbling upon the language in one of my videos, or potentially, did you watch my 10 most useful Danish phrases? Did you watch that video? Let me just see how it's titled again, because it's 10 most important Danish phrases or something along those lines. Let me see. 10 most important Danish phrases. This is my till this date, my most viewed video is 6.5. It's going to be a lot more very soon, because I'm taking up YouTube again. I'm actually making a video very soon, uploading it, which is going to help you so much. Even if you're just actually, like you say, you're just curious about the language, it will help you as well, and it will give you a good time, and it will definitely give you value. So stay tuned as well, you who I'm actually engaging with right now, okay? Because it will definitely make it easier for you to speak Danish. It will give you more vocabulary. It will be fun, stimulating to watch and engage with the video. That was a little teaser. I think within 7 days I'm gonna post it. Let's see. My grandma died because of Alzheimer, and I learned that. Wow. Okay. And I learned that knowing a new language, you found out that knowing a new language helps you to prevent Alzheimer, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Uh, wow, that's powerful. That's very powerful. I think that's a very, very deep reason why you're doing what you're doing. So you see, when I actually ask you these questions, like, what is your transformation? What are you looking to do? Because there's always a reason. And I feel like that's a very big reason that you're trying to learn Danish. And it's just the way it sounded, of course. And this is just on the surface, right? For me, it can look a bit like I'm just looking, I'm just learning Danish, I'm just trying. And there's a deeper reason to everything. And I was just trying to see if I could maybe see what's the reason. I didn't know it was actually that, serious in your case. And I'm very honored that you're opening up. I really appreciate that. Okay. I try to be myself on the video. I try to give value, and I really appreciate when people they open up like that as well. So that's very appreciated, and that's a very, very ambitious thing to do. So congratulations on that decision. It will help you grow old, probably, and yeah, live a long life. And I want to live a long life as well. I'm very interested in longevity research. I want to live more than 100 years. I want to be a centenarian, someone who lives until the age of 100. I'm 28 right now, oder 2. Jeg er 28 år gammel. Let me know how old you are, and then I will translate it to you in Danish so you can practice it. Okay. So you see, now we establish that you and we actually have this thing in common, right? I want to get old, and you are someone who wants to make sure that you avoid Alzheimer's, right? So even though I'm teaching Danish, I'm not that different. Yeah, it's a very powerful realization in a coach, I think. Okay, he's human just like me, and you're human. You're human. My students, they're not just robots. I'm very hard on them. I treat them like robots. No, I treat them like I treat you right now. I give you value. I listen to you. I try to find the deeper reason, if that makes sense. I'll check this video. Definitely, it will come. It will be out within 7 days. Okay, so I think it's the 5th of January, 2026. Happy New Year in Danish is Godt Nytår. Godt Nytår. Ha' et godt nytår. Have a happy new year. Ha' et godt nytår. Nytår. New year. Uh, yeah, within 7 days. I will take this video. I'm 44. Okay. In Danish. Jeg er 44 år gammel. That's how you say that in Danish. And I know I should have quotation marks enveloping it, but sometimes I'm not that grammatical, especially when we talk about stuff like this. But I know how to do the grammar, of course. I'm very sharp. I'm an expert in Danish grammar as well. Been studying it for 2 years, very intensively. So of course I know the grammar as well. If that's something you're thinking, I don't know. Maybe it was. That's a great age, I think. I was watching videos about this guy named Gary Vaynerchuk, I believe his name is, like a very successful entrepreneur, just like myself. I have my Danish Mastery Method. That's my company where I'm the leading coach and CEO as well. I help people make life transforming, make life transformations, mastering Danish, overcoming loneliness, and having a hard time speaking Danish. And he was talking about how people come to him all the time and they say, "Oh, Gary, I'm 44, and I'm way too old to, start my own business. And I'm way too old. I'm so much, I'm so behind everybody else. And yeah, just something I've been thinking about really. 44 is an amazing age. If you are actually keeping, I don't know, are you actually going to the gym as well? Do you keep in shape like I do as well? I'm very, very active myself. I'm gymming 5 or 6 times a week in the gym. We still have 3 minutes, so you can still get to let me know if you actually go to the gym and if you're active, because then I have one last remark that could help you in terms of your Danish as well. 56 minutes. And I'm gonna post this video as well. You probably heard it because you've been here for a long time, and I apologize, I didn't see your message at first because I was so focused, but I'm going to post this video. So if there's anything in this conversation you want to scroll back, you can do that as well. It's a very good opportunity. If you didn't understand something I talked about, if you want to review something in terms of the early part of this live stream, you can go back and watch it again. I am not go to the gym. Yeah. Yeah. And it's not everybody who goes to the gym, and that doesn't mean you can still be healthy, of course. I was just curious because I go to the gym as well a lot, so I was just super curious. All right. So let's see. The live stream will end in 1 minute. So wow. Yeah, definitely next step for you. What I would do, what I recommend you do, is to be open. Oh, sorry. Yeah, be open. Also be open. Have a watch out and check out my YouTube channel in 1 week and watch this video that I'm going to put out that will really help you build vocabulary in Danish. It will just be a very good experience for you as a beginner as well to learn some vocabulary. And in terms of you in terms of you and your grandma, really work towards, help strengthening your brain. Okay. That's what I would say as like an ending remark to this video. So let me know if that makes sense. That will be the next step for you. As I see it, definitely would make more sense for you. So that's my suggestion. All right. So yeah, have en god aften. Have a good evening. Vi ses. Goodbye.